Now, let's talk about the wounds that each and every one of these dark triad traits possess, because we're all wounded. Empaths, narcissist, psychopath, Machiavellian, we're all wounded. Whether we like it or not, we all came from the same seed. If we refuse to face our wounds, our romantic relationship will trigger this. And then if we are again weak to face this and heal, our children will carry the same thing. It's a continuous cycle. So whoever is stronger, like in this karmic relationship, whoever is stronger to take a breather, like a step back, make an audit, understand what is going on, why am I allowing this to happen, and then make a decision of like healing. Healing healing is so painful, because healing is not, it's not a wishy-washy I'm healing. No, literally it requires therapy, maybe sometimes medication. So that's the reality. However, after you have faced each and every one of your illusions, the darkness, each and everything, you come out of that tunnel. There's a light. That's why there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And that light is so liberating, right? It's so liberating. You open up to everything that the world has to offer. You open up to all the blessings, the love, the opportunities, everything. You are now in a position where you can see both sides. You are now navigating in a full discernment of how can you look at things, because your wounds are still there. Even though it's healed, the scar is still there. Your darkness is still there. It's still your decision if you are going to allow your darkness to come out, or you're going to choose the healed version of you to make a decision for yourself moving forward. Because our karmic relationships, we have an option to go back if we're still navigating from our flesh, because our flesh has needs, right? So if we want to go back to our rabbit hole, we're free to do that. We have that decision. That's a free will. That's always on the table. You can either go back to your karmic relationship, be in that cycle again, or you can make a decision to break it, heal, continuously healing. Healing is a continuous journey, and the universe will give you what you actually need, what you actually desire. Your karmic relationship will trigger everything that you have hidden deep inside you. Only then, once you have break that cycle, once you have healed yourself, only then you will meet what your soul truly needs. That's why after a karmic relationship, you meet your twin flame. But your twin flame, just because he is your soul in a different body, doesn't mean your twin flame is there to save you. Your twin flame is not your savior. Your twin flame, most of the twin flame don't even end up together. Even though your twin flame is basically the only person that can satisfy you mind, body, and soul. Because that's your reflection. That's literally you in a different body. Everything that you desire, your goals, your aspirations, your fear, everything this person also possess. So you will meet a twin flame once you have successfully broken the cycle. But throughout this twin flame journey, that your twin flame will trigger everything. If you're still navigating from tiniest illusion, if you still haven't faced all the lies that you keep feeding yourself, if you're still in your rabbit hole, your twin flame is not there to save you. Your twin flame is just there to show you your reflection. If you're still chasing, that means you are not balanced yet in your feminine and your masculine energy. If you are running from your twin flame, that means you are still not balanced yet in your feminine and masculine energy. And the same way, your twin flame, once you meet that twin flame, you're also not there to heal your twin flame. Healing is an individual journey. That's why divine feminine, even though she is healed, she's sometimes alone, or she's not yet in a reunion with the twin flame. They're not married, they're not together. A twin flame or divine feminine is again presented another one, which is a soulmate. A soulmate is so good with your soul. Your soulmate is there to assist you, to love you, to heal your soul without judgment. They are there to be your best friend. They're there to see you. And most of the time there are relationship that twin flame or divine feminine chooses a soulmate instead of a twin flame. Most of the time that happens because a soulmate is a comfort, is a safe haven. A soulmate isn't necessarily a bad thing, but a soulmate is something that it's just they put you at ease. That's why it's called soulmate. And a twin flame, is a fire. So just because he is your twin flame doesn't mean it's a guaranteed wedding, right? Most of the time, divine feminine chooses a soulmate to marry instead of the twin flame, because if a divine masculine, a masculine is an energy, it's not a gender. Divine feminine is not a gender. A divine feminine is an energy. You can be a divine feminine in a body of men. You can be a divine masculine in a body of a woman. So it's an energy. We're all energy. We are soul in a human flesh, not the other way around. So there's a lot of things in this earth that we cannot see, we cannot hear. So we're all souls in human flesh. Okay, this flesh is this rotten flesh. That's why you can be a 28 years old, but your soul is 1,000 years old. It doesn't justify like your flesh. Okay, so now we're all wounded. We came from the same seed. We meet people and the psychological level of our wounds. Our frequency. We meet people in a certain frequency in a specific time, place. Everything is happening for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences. So what are the wounds of a narcissist? Narcissists are a fractured sense of self-worth, often masked as grandiosity. The narcissist was likely not seen or validated as a child, loved for achievement, not for who they were. They crave the empath's love because the empath sees people deeply, and that gaze feels like salvation to them. But they can't receive it. They fear exposure, so they try to control the love before it can abandon them. Mostly in the relationship, empath and narcissist dynamic, like an abusive relationship, emotionally, psychologically, financially, physically. Sometimes we see it in the movie all the time, where the guy would hit a girl and then after that he would say, "You made me hit you." Guys would cheat, not because the girl is unfaithful or disloyal. It's because they think that they're not worthy of loyalty. How can this woman be loyal? It's not possible. It's not possible that this woman is loyal. It's not possible that this woman is faithful. That maybe she's lying. Maybe she's sleeping around. Maybe she's doing so many things, because that person is so wounded inside. The self-worth is so wounded. They don't think that they are worthy of being loved unconditionally. Empaths are capable of all of this, and they reject themselves. They project so much to the empath. This is why it's so heartbreaking when there's a lot of empaths who stay in the relationship. Empath and narcissist dynamic will continue until the empath learn the lesson to break it. That's why there's a lot of women who stay in a very abusive relationship, who are being abused financially, physically, psychologically. They stay because they don't also feel worthy or strong enough to get out of it.